IP Lun stood watching Don Mai and the old school CA. After being hit by you, he said it was you. The school CA happily said, "No tiger is the savior of the reincarnation of heaven. I can't wait to receive one of my chefs without dying. I stand behind you watching you laugh." I put my hand on my chest. It's hard to say. I'm trying to punish you. I have a small eye looking at them. He remembered Don's happy smile before. He bit his teeth and whispered. He must have counted everyone at first. Maybe the paralysis was also his murder. The price for me. To remember, when I am being searched for by others. He gripped his hand until he thought again. Later, let me approach you. To separate me and Lin chains. He remembered the time when he and I laughed. Talk to each other. That makes me look at them with disgust. Extremely. Playing with people in the palm of their hands. His tricks are terrifying. The old man spoke. One of his officers injured you. I'm afraid there's a lot of milk today. I asked the old man nervously. Like we have to do him. I try to extend my time only for blessings. The school will not leave. And the trump card. Maybe God will act. I seriously turned to the school. What is the purpose of your school? Just by saying, let's go, maybe we can work together. If you kill me, who will bear the name of magic for you? He smiled aesthetically cold. You played a lot of games before you died with me. Try to chastise CA to respond without worrying about me. If you die, you're still a guilty rat. Display system. Kill air transport. The Apricot Prince will win 3,000 airlift points. 10,500 fate points and other rewards. The system also shows the current number of apricots. 5,050 eels hear you and don't know what to say. Moreover, he quickly developed power. A hand with dark powers. A hand that carries the power of fire speaks. I can't talk anymore and I try to talk. And soon the two mascots of the alfalfa appeared. Hands with dark power appeared a black dragon. Hands with the power of fire appeared a phoenix. At the same time he shouted, "You raped me too much." With you, CA school officials casually say bullying people to SAO. Put 2 fingers in front of your mouth. And then there's a flash right in the middle of the forehead. I laughed and said, if you are weak, you'll die. It is because of your power. I can't stand your hatred. Maybe you are just weak. Then the sharp swords were launched. Enclosed with chains, magic, the sharp swords and chains. Pierced the black dragon and the phoenix of the Aphrodite. It made him stare in wonder. He rules bewildered SAO command rules. With the world of the sky, SAO can. When the eucalyptus is still not surprised, then CA's knee is right up to his face. Then, CA school tries to use her knee to hit straight in the face. Maybe I didn't rape you. The llamas were blown behind by you. Banging on the picture causes a commotion. Smoke fly dust bag. The smoke was in the air for a few hours. That the treasure chain of the leprechaun. It's a bright red air between us. There is no communication. It's the power to turn people around. Then turn it on, direct to the CA campus. He shouted, we are not enemies. Why did you do that to me? He calmly called out a diving weapon. In the first world for so long, you are guilty of not understanding why. But you're not bragging. Take my fiancée and train her to be a slave girl. I forgot so quickly. The spider bit its teeth with pain. Attempt to attack the CA school. He warned me that this breath was wrong. Don't hesitate. Use that thing or somebody dies here. The school uses a cane. Straight hand slashed a blow towards the lily. Slash. Quickly flew the eucalyptus against the cliff. He looked at the dust in front of him. Such a childish mind. That's a bad thing. When I was attacked, I was under attack. But the power of slashing made a crack in the armor. He put his hand to the crack. The woman with an unbelievable face. How can this armor god can block a click of the sacred scene? That, he was also terrified of the power of the school. I can't believe the taboo is so scary. CA school step by step closer to IP Lun. Oh, a surprised voice. Turns out this is your evil card. Let me see how much longer you can stand. The spider stopped his eyes in terror. Then he screamed out to the old god. Tell God to save me, God. I am your heir. Come and save me, God. He called out to the owner. I was startled to look at the old school. You're holding the stick tight. The power never ceases to radiate. Rush to attack. When you see that, you are about to cry. He called out to God. A mark between his forehead and his burning face appeared. Waste a powerful source of power. Straight to the CA campus. He quickly stopped the staff, but still pushed back. CA punches are beaten back, but still stand. Panicked eyelashes speak loudly, reincarnation, ancient god. When you see the ancient reaper appear, unbridled joy. Master is so good. It's safe. Reincarnation of ancient heaven. The face of the tunnel spoke. The devil makes me 7. The owner also called out to the owner. Your eyelashes are sweating. This is the reincarnation of God Sao. The old school CA laughed excitedly. God. Unfortunately, it's just a bad light. When he heard that, he asked angrily. You dare to despise me? Right after that, he immediately radiated pressure don't me and the CA. You can't help but kneel on the ground. You're standing tall as if nothing happened. Laughing, the power is too strong. I don't know, the sky is thick. Dare to provoke my master. This is where your body is buried. My eyes are pressed. It's hard and painful for you. Call the owner. I'm serious. You're going to die without saying much. CA school gripped the stick upright and radiated purple energy. Say more. I will send you on your way in front of your master. System version displaying card of gas capture -1. AP Lun surprise. The school banned the tree from the ground. A clear source of power. It's a ghost circle. France appeared at the foot of ancient reincarnation god. Right after that, these are the chains that rise from the magic circle. Hold tight to ancient reincarnation. He disdained him for saying little tricks. He suddenly realized, I can't believe I have temporarily banned you. Then a power source is launched by the CA field. That source of power is surrounded by the aprica. He looked anxiously at the ancient reincarnation of the heavenly master. The source of power wrapped in alfalfa. He reached out his hand and screamed, Master, save me. I don't want to die. The power quickly engulfed him inside. He wouldn't stop screaming. I'm not sure I haven't reached the top yet. The ultimate power source turns. The spider also disappeared. There's only one treasure chain left, and a mysterious magic. Reincarnation, ancient god frowned furiously. I dare to kill my father in front of me. He created a magic. Break all the chains. You've been talking loudly. You seek death. Suddenly, the ancient god appeared from behind. At the same time, he attacked me with his fists. When you see it, you don't think much. I tried to stop my body. Said in a panic, the owner is careful. At the fists of the ancient god of reincarnation, coming close to your face. The school turned to look at me, quickly pushed the eyelash to the side, and glared at the ripple tree in response. The old reborn god just punched. The CA school also promptly responded with a stick. The two sources of power are together. Then there's a bright light. Then there's a bright yellow light. Make a big explosion. CA and the eyelashes were pushed back. Reincarnation ancient god looked at his hands. He smirked. I have not understood in the face of absolute power. No matter what the devil's plan is, it's useless. I took out a magic vase and laughed. Absolute power. There's a dark air coming out of the vase. The dark air. Quickly fumigate all the scenery here. Accompanied by white lightning. You've spoken out unlucky. The devil's plan, we always have. The ancient god of reincarnation became tense. This is the magic village. Try school CA pointing forward, with a powerful face. It goes on to say that absolute power. And then he said, you provoke him, you come and try it. Reincarnation of the ancient god in the right hand. He laughed at the provocation. Or for a boy who doesn't know heaven and earth. What is thick spirit curled into the shape of a dragon? Heaven rushed to the school CA ridiculed. He's just the heir to the magic. Not yet mature, I don't put it in my eyes. The dragon opened its throat and made a small vortex. CA school calmly responded to a fictitious ray. It's better not to struggle in vain. He summons a giant arm to smash. The attack did not stop. The giant arm continued to attack. Make him fall back. After him, by inertia, he slid back a long way. The right arm is cracked. God frowned ghost statue body. This trick is unholy. Don't rejoice too early. He yelled out the urinal. That the line glows. React to the owner calling me. And then it hurtles itself into the vortex that you're trying to stop. But you didn't catch up. You can only watch the chain fly away. Remind the owner to be careful. The chain towards heaven. Master, give you a hand. God also raised his right hand. And suddenly, out of the tornado, the arm caught it. Chain immediately call for help. It's nothing, Master Kai. Master saved me. CA caught the necklace you teased. I want to rely on a turtle. They also want to change the strategy. He was angry and shouted back to me. The school looked down at you. Put your magic on the weapon. Your weapon is covered in purple gas. The sources of power collide with each other, creating an earthquake. It's rocking the cave outside. They were also thrown away. The temple swayed and the waves crashed. I fell to the ground. You're just a dying ray. If there is no magic power, this place is about to collapse. Moving scene in tornado. CA school develops out the chain. God is already tied up. He said he didn't expect your magic to succeed. It gives us no opportunity to gather power. The chains are slowly sucking away the spirit of heaven. He's confused about what you're doing. CA school held out a message. What did you just want to do? What will I do to you? God knows, he laughs at me. I can't believe the Lord is here today. Then he closed his eyes and accepted to leave. CA launch magic. The demon sucked the gods into the vase. Smiling words of comfort. Don't worry, you won't be the last. Crystal system now announces. Card capture air transport successfully used. Win 5,000 air points destiny 2. 5,000 points fine. Killing air transport Kai Apricot completed. Gain airlift points. 3,000 points of heavenly value, 15,000 points. 10. The beginning of the fortune Kai did not even win. Bao Yang outside the celestial sphere. The team is in the process of calculating the reward. School CA looking at the image of Bao Duong is satisfied. 40,000 points of destiny. 8,000 more air transport points. That doesn't make me 7. Current image system. 2 red and black circles are merging. Reincarnation of the first light. It contains the meaning of reincarnation. It's the power of time. Go to full time. The steering time. CA school ordered reconciliation. Immediately 2 rays of light swirled into his head. 2 rays of light intersect to create a blinding light. School CA. When you're done, your eyes light up. I am glad that you are a good person. This is the power of Kai Kwong and so on. It's the same class as nothingness. That this kind of power supports, even though we face the most holy, is much softer. Happy zombies run back to congratulate the owner. CA hard praise for you already. He handed me a pill and said, "This is the antidote to the ghost. After today, you won't have to suffer anymore." Loyal eyelashes respond, even if there is no ghost, but in your heart, you are forever the owner. CA school quickly put the pill in her mouth and say, "I believe you. It makes you blush." Eyelashes and labyrinths of my lips. The owner turned around and gave the order. "Follow me into the cave." You two went to the cave. There's a lot of jewelry hanging inside. It's a very sparkling scene. My eyes look interested. The school is reminded of what to look at. Take it yourself. CA school goes to the shelf. There are planets up there. I think this is the key to controlling the SAO. You just need to train this animal to be able to take the initiative. Close your eyes and put your hands forward. Behind me, you are curious. The center of the planets emits light. The weapons in front of me suddenly lit up. Surprise your eyelashes. The furniture on the shelves is yellow. CA to consider the power of reincarnation. The NDTO has weapons. The ancient Lindan method also has Gnostic monsters. I can't believe there are 5 more puppets. This must have been left behind by IP. But now we accept it. In this tradition, there's also a record of the mark that ancient gods implanted in. The ancient fairies only regret that they were taken by the IP. But we have the same prerequisite price. This revolving government, or get into this world. CA turns around to call Don Me ready to go. You can respond quickly. On the water began to oscillate. The lake began to spiral. You two are out. CA school carefully advised. Now, the legacy of the ancient rebirth has fallen into my hands. You can really take advantage of this. Later on, the death of the dog was revealed. You will need someone else to take care of you, the propagator of this ancient god of reincarnation. It can be used to hide. His eyes and ears pressed. After returning to the outside world, he said that he had escaped. You know what I know, Master. Aphrodite is not dead. At the key, he used a powerful trump card to escape. The school quickly corrected. Not when it matters. The devil's magic works hurt us. He was also seriously injured himself, and take the opportunity to escape. My body quickly responded. I understand that I am still the owner of the whole world. You use magic to change your face. Become pale themselves. Now, we're starting to open up the truth to people. Okay? In front of the grave a group of people gathered. IP Romantian stepped out to announce. It's a shame. She's a step late, and her body has been trained. One wonders, right? I can't see you. Lin Chain speculation. So many people come to kill them. I'm sure he'll escape. My brother told us. Many people like this act together. Just want to force IP Lang to incarnate. A guy on the other side heard that. Looks like we've been tricked by you too. The chain continues. It's all because of the evil spirits. Maybe he was alone, maybe. You should have met a Valakatesvara now. IP Romantian is teasing. I can't believe the girl understands you like that. Maybe you are for him. Chai Lin quickly spoke. I remind you to be careful. Can you imagine the moon? Hugging the school CA. And then I thought, if you really have a close relationship with the CA. The moon is not. That power wants to eat me too. Suddenly, someone came running screaming that something was wrong. Then the CA missing the owner and heir. The boss is injured. All of a sudden, they asked why. Lin Chain running again. He wants to know if this is true or false. Your school is not good. Young One reporting machine. The owner of the school was not injured lightly. But not to worry. With the nine-tailed sky. Don, you angel girl also saved the school CA missing the owner. Lin Chain breathed a sigh of relief. Not SAO is good. But the trick of this alfalfa is terrifying. My brother was also injured. AP Wunshin over there asked how the AP Lun was doing. Hair Name a Frown replied. That creep. He was beaten for serious injury and escaped. Now I don't know where. The peerless king spoke. I can't believe you didn't kill him. That's right. Another woman spoke up. I think the nine-tailed sky. The woman's eyelashes are still because of Bach's story. That have conflict with the CA school lack of owner. I can't believe the end is that the CA school lacks a master. The girl who has moles right in her mouth is endlessly praised. When it comes to the underdog, he is also the master of the underdog. It is impossible to see that death cannot be saved. Talk about the lack of owners. That's admirable. Red shirt girl Theo. Always think that CA school lack the owner is the great power. I can't believe there was such a sweet time. The angel's eyelashes will be very touching. Dreamy fly girl. Can be missing hero master save beauty. I really admire your kindness. It's 7. The woman in the red said yes. I don't know if I've been captured. Will the owner come to save me? Yi Wanshen raised his hands to shout. Looking for your school? Ask the real story about the first. When you meet the enemy, you will be better prepared. Let's all go together. On the far side of the hill there is. 3 people are watching these people. They talk. These people want to deal with the magic potion heir. Here is giving us a chance to deal with the CAH. One person responded, it's just that he hasn't materialized yet. Who just walked in and said? The foreign monastics and the CA. They are all enemies of each other. Dance lovers laugh sinister say, killing on one side isn't the same thing. The fish's face is not the same. Killing foreign priests will surely make the Kier forces angry and disgruntled. If you only deal with the CA school, you don't have to worry. Vietnamese scold mine-type coward. She licks her fingers wincing. This guy doesn't exist, so I'm going to find him. Maybe he's not injured. Why such an opportunity without appreciating? The Black Pearl didn't stop her. Just say it coldly. If you want revenge, go ahead. The spirit flutters its hand and signals us to go. People started moving. It makes a noise that's alarming to the storks. On the CA side, people are worried about Han. How is your brother trying? Try the CA. Hand over Kof Khan reassured everyone. Mind your friends. If you care, this is not worth worrying about. We'll get better soon. Kong Yang spoke up. This is how you feel about the school. He was injured for a while. Afraid of not being able to nurse. Name on the side frowned. The power of Kier. It's impossible to underestimate, as long as your brother also suffers. The great king was worried. I want to know more about the war. But try to get hurt like this. Save your towel for the school CA. She sighed. CA school, please rest assured to heal. CA responded, do you mind if you care a little? This little wound doesn't affect me. If I don't finish my sentence, I will cry too. You blame yourself all on me. If we don't, it's easy for us to believe that. He threatened me with my life. My brother was not injured either. The school seems weak. I don't need to feel bad for you. We have a little conflict though. But in the face of the magic heiress, in exchange for someone else, we do the same. Curly Hair exclaimed, I was injured to such an extent. I am still in the mood to take care of you. It really makes people admire. Girl Mole's touching aesthetic. He really made me cry. Long Tribe leader advised CA school. Stay calm. If the elves of the nearby clans make trouble with you, we will not refuse. Stop them. The spirit calls you. Let's not bother the old school here, brother. I love you too. Everyone agrees with Miss Chai. The fairy is right. Then they left together. I laughed at the owner. You're playing with everyone in the palm of your hand. Then tried to chastise the disdainful tone. It's just a bunch of idiots. They can see what's going on. You laugh cunningly. Next, it's time for me to actually take my hand on the fairies. It was morning in a forest somewhere. But if he didn't hear the report, he panicked. Something is injured. The guard replied yes. You have a little doubt. Trying to punish CA for being injured is nonsense. It's definitely pretending. The hero who saved the beauty tricked the AI. I see it's just fake. Let's make a bunch of Theo. You are a little jealous in your heart. My past. The smell on the CA is of the lake. It's my. On a high mountain, there was fog everywhere. The child is sitting cowering and worrying. Grand Bar, tell me if the school is real or fake. Should we go and see him? With his personality and bravery. If you can kill the next one, why let him run away? I definitely lost my fighting strength. That's it. I'm afraid it's just as rumored that I was injured. Nothing that you've pretended to sulk about. I'm not worried about him, but afraid he's dead. We're looking for someone to avenge us. Big voice on the shoulder. If you deny it, look at it with eyes of judgment. Then she quickly left to visit the old school CA. Just in time a few days ago. Get the god of healing medicine for the school CA. It's like Thanksgiving saved me. You're flying, leaving the monsters lying on the ground. You even praise yourself. How generous of a manager we are today. Move the scene to the CA mortar. System pops up continuous notification. Congratulations 1. The left hand only. Ebony 3 pleasure, super escape ebony. Congratulations on winning 2 types of top swords. There is a law of Kim and the law of the sword. 2-pole rule. The system shows the last message. Congratulations on your promotion. CA school is sitting in meditation to receive the spirit. You speak up next. Black Falcon. You look at. In the palm of the hand appeared out 5 puppets. It's time to collect the nets, and then you crush those 5 puppets. In my hand right now is a necklace. I asked him in a defiant tone, yes, and you? Tell me what your schedule is. The chain against the CA. You don't want. I find this thing quite stubborn, so you raise a threatening voice. It's not your turn to decide. This chain of fear. This is for a short period of days. It's about controlling the power of reincarnation. Has overcome the eucalyptus. How can? The old school CA look pendant has now turned into Hoa. Then you say, oh. It turned out to be Chao's elixir, but it was divided into 3 tablets. This is just one of them. The chainsaw you didn't mean well. To shiver to ask the school. CA, what do you want to do? You don't answer, you just laugh. A sudden flash of light shot straight up into the sky. It creates a wind that makes the leaves flutter. Kai chest eyes hovering in the air, pleased to say. Unexpected breakthrough to the top of the god realm. How holy scene, it's just a step away. Surprise, someone came in to report the owner outside the site. The little girl's name. If you hear that, you're a little deaf. Why did it come here? A rep of the late CA on behalf. He led the child inside. There are others. When I see you, I bow down. My lady, please come over here. Take a look around. She asked. People with strong breath. They're all CAs. In your mind and body you think, looking at these people. With such a strategy, even if you take it outside, it is enough to destroy the power of 2. Your feet are a little heavier. With concern in my heart, ever since. Although he uses all kinds of tricks to play apta. But if he's real, I'm afraid he doesn't need to do it himself. School of the past. Of course, people, still hiding something, right? As soon as you step into a cave, try to chastise CA sitting on the chair of the owner, immediately spoke. I heard you came because you were injured. Let's see how bad it is. I see you in front of me, with an unhealthy body. Just as you know, you're a little surprised. The person who saw you seemed surprised without a word. He smiled softly to speak. Can't help but say, if you want revenge, this is your chance. Quickly change the expression on the face. Try to answer with a lukewarm attitude.